Hi guys, Ink Fitness Guy here, Fit at 40, push yourself to success. Welcome back. Just a quick update first of all on how I felt after me last workout, what you saw. Basically I did 400 press ups in total, 400 side bends in total on my first workout. The day after I felt great, to be honest. My arms, my shoulders they weren't aching, but they really pumped. I felt a little bit of aching in my sides, obviously off the obliques, but apart from that, I was great. I think the first video worked really well, but I've already learned something just off that first workout. I'm kind of, the goals I'm aiming for within the next 2 years with what I'm hoping to do. I've decided I've got to focus solely basically on my press ups and the pull ups, what I'm going to be doing on the parallel bars. It was great doing the obliques in between, but I kind of need to focus just on them two exercises to get the best I can out of my body. And I think, obviously to get the rest in between my sets rather than doing another exercise, I think in the long term, for just purely for the amount of repetitions I'm going to be doing of each exercise, I need to kind of, make them my main priorities really, and have a little rest period in between each set. And I'm sure that'll benefit me a lot better over the course of time. So today, I'm just going to be doing sets of 8, hanging underneath the bars and pulling myself up. Basically, I'm going to be doing the same similar workout process what I did for my press ups. So as I say, I'm going to do sets of 8, but I'm not going to do any exercise in between. I'll just have a sort of 15-second break in between each set. So I'm going to do 30 sets in total. So it's going to be 240 pulls. Again, I'm going to be keeping good form all the way. And hopefully, I'll let you know how I feel at the end of the workout. Got my pen and paper again, so after each set I'll mark it down. As I say, I won't talk through the video. I'll just get on with my task in hand, what I've got to do, and then I'll give you a little recap at the end. So let's get cracking. First set. So that's 5 sets down already. Obviously this is working my back muscles and my biceps. So it's in a way it's kind of a contrast to the push-ups, which is why I'm doing this. It's obviously opposite, working the opposite sides of my upper body. So hopefully they're going to grow and strengthen, you know, at the same rate. I'm not going to have a massive chest and no back muscle if I was just doing the push-ups. So that's 10 sets there. Obviously notice I've got wrist supports on. They are my Thai boxing hand wraps actually, but obviously for this exercise I need a good grip on the bar. So I've basically just wrapped them around my wrist and forearms just to give my wrist some support as I'm doing it. I have got a tiny little injury in my left wrist. It's nothing major, it won't affect me in any way, but I just like to wrap them up and give them that bit of support, you know, just to make me feel more so in my mind, feel a bit more steady and reassured about that, like. It's surprising with you know, when I'm doing my Thai boxing and I wrap my hands up before I put my gloves on and fitting the pads or bags, it's very surprising if you actually do it without the hand wraps on underneath. The difference is unbelievable, to be honest, and it just goes to show you how much protection these actually give you. So they're a great piece of equipment, and you know, as I say, they can be used for other things. I'm just using them as a wrist support. So But yeah, hitting the bags without these on under your gloves, you know, you just feel how brittle your hands are, and with these on, it keeps everything tight, everything compact, and you can actually see why they were invented and why people use them, you know, day in, day out in boxing gyms and martial art gyms all over the country and all over the world. So yeah, they're a wonderful, wonderful piece of equipment. Feel a little bit slippy there, so I'm just wiping my hands as I go. So that's halfway through there. Obviously I'm starting, you know, the 240, it's still a high amount of repetitions, you know. It is a high amount for the average person, and even for some sort of athletes and you know, people who are really fit and strong. So it's a good number for me to start with, and again, like I did with the push-ups, I'll gauge where I'm at with them, how my body will react over the next day or so, and it'll give me a great idea of my fitness levels on this exercise. As I say with the push-ups, I mean, you know, I've done loads of them over the years, but I haven't done them in this format. Same with these, I've done a lot of these over the years, but I haven't broken down into sets and tried to do them in a continuous kind of format. So this is a new feeling on my body. I'm going to feel different obviously tomorrow and probably the day after. So obviously my next video will let you know again how I felt, how I found it, in a couple of days after. I'm feeling that really good in my back and my biceps. Getting really good pump there in my arms. So yeah, I'm enjoying this workout. It's even though things are hard, you know, you've got to enjoy what you're doing, otherwise it's kind of pointless. You know, you've got to appreciate, you know, and give love to what you're doing to yourself, because if you hate doing it, you know, it's going to be 10 times harder, and you'll find it's a lot more
a lot more difficult to want to train and things. So and obviously that's where the mental side of things comes into play a lot, you know. As I say, you'll feel tired, you'll have days where you don't feel like doing things, but just crack on with it, and I guarantee you when you've done it you'll feel so much better about yourself, and you'll look back on it and think, you know what, I'm really glad I did that, and not just sat down or didn't attempt it. So as I say, just plod on, and you'll reap the rewards after your workout. So that's 20 sets now. So I'm down to the last 10 sets now. Yeah, it's feeling really good so far. So let's carry on focus with these other 10 sets now. And then obviously you've seen then my push-up workout and my pull-up workout. So you've seen both sides of the coin. Both exercises I'll be doing on alternate days. And you'll see now obviously the way I'm training to get where I want to be next year. So with me training now, obviously with my progression of training, you'll see every single rep I do, you'll see every workout I do. I always put something a little different in the background, wear something a little different, so you know I'm actually doing the reps each time, each workout. And you'll see every single rep I do through every training workout. Then obviously when I come to the main session next year, again you'll see every workout of every day, every single repetition, so you can count along with me all through the year. Again, I think pushing and pulling opposite days is going to work really well for my body. If I just did 1,000 push-ups every day, obviously I think my shoulders would start drooping forward, but this way kind of counterbalancing my body. So, you know, I think it's reducing the risk of injury as well, because I'm keeping, you know, all of my upper body muscles working and pumping them, keeping them strong. So definitely working with each other rather than, you know, one side working against the other. Just give a little stretch off there. As I say, that's the benefit of me not doing anything in between sets. I can kind of give myself that little stretch off in between if I need to. Just take a couple of seconds, you know, extra rest if I need to. So it works really well, as I say. that's 25 sets done now. 5 sets to go. These workouts I'm doing, you know, I try and do them continuously as I can, but it's not about the speed, it's about the numbers. You know, if further down the line, if I'm absolutely shattered and I need a minute rest, 2 minutes rest in between each set, then that's what I'll take to make sure I can get the 8 reps out. You know, so as I say, it's not about the speed, it's about the total number of reps getting completed in a one-off session. Obviously I'm not going, you know, take 5-minute breaks in between, but a minute or so as I'm progressing through and doing obviously a lot more sets, I might need to take that time just to recuperate. So, you know, just bear that in mind with me as you're watching. So the massive thing is getting the muscles used to doing this repetition. You know, doing my kind of best push-up wise, I can probably do 45, 50 push-ups non-stop, really good form in one go. But as I say, doing that and doing the repetitions over and over is totally different. Obviously you're going to burn out doing the 40 or 50 or your maximum, whatever that may be. But doing it this way, as I say, you've got to break it down so you can pace yourself and continue more. Kind of look at it like, you know, in the athletics, obviously 100-metre sprinter, if he was doing his full press ups, he'd come out bang 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 as many as he could, as quick as he could. But if you're 10,000 metre runner or a marathon runner, obviously they've got to pace themselves. They're not going to do the laps as fast as they can. They're going to knock seconds and seconds off their lap times, obviously, so they can endure that for a longer period of time. So it's the same process with the exercises I'm doing for you. So 2 more sets to go now. That's 16 repetitions and then mission complete. Obviously they kind of around about the 20-minute mark this workout today, and we push up one the other day, so kind of gives me an idea of how long the higher numbers are going to take me, allowing a little bit extra for a bit more rest in between. So down to my last set now. Got a nice sweat on again, like I did the other day on my push-up, so it's obviously a good workout. Get this last set done now and then I'll have a little chat to you about how I feel and how it's gone for me. There we go, 30 sets, that's 240 in total, around about 20 minutes. So I'm really pleased with that again. Obviously, as I say, I'll let you know in my next video how I was feeling the day after, and indeed a couple of days after. What I'm trying to do at the moment is, because I'm sort of just starting really on these repetitions, this high amount, I'm kind of having a rest day in between for now, just for the first month or so. So I'll be doing a day of push-ups, resting, day of pull-ups, resting, day of push-ups, resting, and continuing like that. And then when I feel ready, I'll incorporate it then, so I do it every single day without having a rest. I know people will say you've got to have rest days, but for this, what I'm doing, obviously it's a challenge where I won't be having a rest. I'll be doing it every day, so I've obviously got to build my body up to that. I've got to get my muscles used to doing that, working day in, day out. It's something I'm kind of used to be honest. I mean, I find when I train myself that the more I do, the better I feel. You know, if I do have a rest day or 2 rest days, that's when I start to feel the aches and that. But if I carry on not giving my muscles chance to ache, then, you know, I feel great. And I find as long as I'm doing the stretches, warming up properly and cooling down, keeping hydrated, drinking loads of water, having loads of food, keeping my energy levels up, like I say, the more I do, the better it works for me. So I'm not seeing this training every day in the future as a problem at all. I think it's going to be great for me. I've just got to get my body and my muscles used to that amount of repetition, and I think I'll be fine from that. So everybody, thanks for watching again. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, like my channel, tell your friends and family about my channel, pass the word around. Tell people what I'm planning, what I'm doing, you know, and I welcome everybody on this journey with me, and, you know, I hope to inspire people along the way, and you know, make people see that it's never too late to exercise, never too late to set goals for yourself, and it's never too late to achieve things. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. All the best. See you soon.